How long ago? 20?
Yeah.
We're back!
Back! Freestyle Friday. Here we are.
It's me and you.
Yep. That's me, obviously.
I'm alright.
You're the Hulk. Because you're older. Actually, they're probably both the same age.
Yeah, one
Who
just
knows?
looks substantially older.
Yeah. It's the, well, he's the richest of the two, so maybe I'd rather be him. Because he got paid after that whole porn fiasco. Well,
I don't know if it was a porn fiasco.
it
was
became
just
a porn. Yeah.
It was a home video or something, right?
Yeah. Somebody filmed him unlawfully.
Yeah, sister.
I don't know if he said that. That's creepy. So, yeah. The Cal Strength warm-ups came in today. Nike collab.
I'm excited about that, but before we talk about that, can you tell them how you're telling me how this is not healthy?
Well, there's a difference between health food and dieting and eating what looks to be probably 25 ounces of ground turkey and broccoli, which is not good for you in one portion.
I like it. But yeah, so the Caffeine Kilos Cal Strength warm-ups, something we do every year with them. They came out super dope. Really excited about that. Dean was head of design on where the placements were with the hits and what the whole design was, the color scheme. He went with it was like a black and a dark gray, or is it dark gray?
So yeah, it's a dark, like cobalt gray.
See, I don't even know what that is, but yeah, he's got those things down. They look really good. We're excited about supporting that. We're excited about Nationals this year. We're not going to have a booth at Nationals. We are a huge donator to USA Weightlifting. Big support every year. But this year, actually having a booth there, we find that we could probably have a more effective way with just me being there, helping out with our athletes, helping out with the Cal Strength team, saying hi to everybody, coaching some athletes. So still being present, but finding ways to support USA Weightlifting athletes through compensation, through winnings, and continue to donate towards USA Weightlifting in general, correct?
Yep. Yeah, we're going to be more on like the media presence side and kind of helping with that and doing other things behind the scenes, necessarily like selling stuff at Nationals this year. But we will be at the American Opens with our regular setup, getting gear out there. So, I mean, this other national meet will have the booths there for other people to buy stuff or whatever. So,
which brings this to topic. This is why I have it in the screen. So now everywhere I travel, Caffeine Kilos has purchased some more media stuff, and I'm learning. So we got this new camera. It's called the Alpha, I guess. I don't know what the hell that means. It got a tripod.
The Sony RX100?
No, it's way different than that.
Not that one?
No, this is another one. This is like a pro model, I guess.
APS?
I don't know. It's
cool.
apparently it's pretty good.
It's cool.
So we got
perfect vlog camera.
Yeah, like
portable.
It's got the flip screen, But one of the main things is that, like Dean was saying, is that I am, or the company is at so many different events with so many different things going on. Before we just had the GoPros, now it's just kind of generic getting stuff out there. But this YouTube is going to continue to grow. We had Freestyle Friday, which is awesome. We're trying to come out with a show basically 5 days a week, almost 6 days a week. We're getting content out consistently. And so we're super stoked about that actually happening.
Yeah.
Basically, I just figured out that YouTube's a good way to reach a bigger population, and Dean and Danny have been telling me to do that for 2 years. Yeah,
but it's like now we kind of have more knowledge on how to do it right, so we can do it cool and make sure that it's good content. We don't put a bunch of crap out all the time, or at all. But yeah, so we got a new show Monday through Friday is basically the plan. Not all going to be like this. It's going to be different kinds of content. But we're also going to do like a vlog kind of thing once a week where we basically just film us at work, showing you guys like how the daily tasks get done. It's from boxing up orders to behind the scenes, maybe some design looks. So look at some new stuff that hasn't came out yet, some things that will never come out that we didn't like, or just kind of show you how things are operated around here with everybody. So you'll see Jacob behind the scenes, you'll see Austin, you'll see Danny, you'll see Charlie, see me. So it'll be interesting. I think it'll be fun for people to know, because sometimes people want to see what goes on with some companies that they support and what they do, and how their kind of day-to-day lives are with how they balance their training and their work are they working? Like, how do people work? How do people train? And all different kinds of stuff. So
Yeah,
cool.
so one of the cool things too is like not this official schedule, but things will be on there. We have Danny Lears runs the lifting fix, but he's the owner of Caffeine Kilo, so he's attached to everything that we're doing. So now we're gonna be able to utilize the lifting fix on YouTube channel. We have Wad Center TV, which is gonna be like more like a highlight show for the best lifts that are of the week, with like Funning's top 3 funniest things of the week. That's gonna be listed on our show. Me and Dean are gonna do Q&As once a week. So we're gonna have YouTube basically video up once a week where you could ask us questions in our Instagram or on a previous video, and we'll try to answer all those questions. So if you have questions for us, we can answer those. We have like the vlog, which is like Warehouse Weekly of what's going on here. And then obviously,
say the name. Yeah, Warehouse Weekly is what we're going to call that.
Yeah, sorry about that. And then also we have just the Freestyle Fridays. And so this is more of like a wrap up of everything kind of going on. But we're super stoked about it. I think that for both of us, what we came to the conclusion with is that a lot of people, they'll see our Instagram posts, or see different things we're doing, but you don't get a chance to really hear us talk about it or see us in action or the ways that we do things. And we thought, like, well, would someone want to see that, or would someone want to see what it looks like in here, what we do? And then from hearing from everybody else, people said they'd be interested in it. So another reason why we never really did it is we didn't really think we were that special or that cool. Not saying that we are. But it was more like we didn't want to be weird about it. It's just kind of our everyday life. But our everyday life, I guess, is pretty interesting. You know, at any time you have a national level weightlifter, powerlifter, world team member, professional athletes, whoever, just stop by and we get to hang out with them. To us, it's normal because it's what we do, but we forget that sometimes that's cool and we should be able to share those like stories and experiences with everybody else.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it'll be cool also for everybody to see, like, you know, day-to-day stuff, boring stuff.
That's
like,
true.
Too, like, you know, boring, maybe like, you know, it's not, nothing's really boring.
I guess it's boring to us because it's our jobs, but it might be cool for other people to see how they do it.
I know, it's like, you know, I wonder how they do those pictures. I wonder, like, where they do these pictures. Like, it's just stuff that you see all the time that you might want to know and you might not want to know about. So, I mean, you know, it'll be there. And if you don't want to watch it, cool. That's it. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
Simple as that.
What do you have going on design-wise that, you know, can you talk about any drops we have coming up soon, or do you have any, is there like some, I mean, if anyone sees it, Dean's the mastermind behind, I think, what makes all of our apparel cool. He's very in tune to what's always going on. He's always trying to deliver something really new. But what we'll always see is, which is fine, when you're innovative in that industry, and he does such a good job of it, you're going to see, you know, when we come out with something, that other people will come out with that thing, and that's fine if we're motivating or inspiring others. But a lot of times, Dean will know these things and have them pre-ordered months in advance or a month in advance. When we release it, and then we see people kind of catching up to what it is that we're doing. I think one of the things that I would like Dean for them to know is, like, where are your inspirations from? How, like, the way that your mind thinks towards our clothing, like, how do you get to that place? Because someone could try to copy what you do, which is fine, but they're not you, and they don't have the, the experience. But my question is like, I'm personally curious, I'm sure others are too, how do you, like, basically kill it with everything that you design? Like, it's, I don't know the process. I don't even know the process. Well, half the time you're wearing shoes I don't even know exist.
Well, it's, you know, where my I would take that question as more like, where's my inspirations come from, basically what you're asking.
Or creativity. Or
same, you know, that goes hand in hand. But, you know, it's funny, I try and design things that I would want to wear, you know. Basically is how it all goes down. Like, I would never make anything that I would never want to wear. Obviously, unless it was a woman's clothing or something, but, you know, like, but, I don't know, I kind of get my inspiration mostly from, you know, what's trending in necessarily, like, different other parts of fashion, like streetwear or skateboarding, or even sometimes high fashion stuff that can be more like simple everyday high fashion wear. And I just kind of see, you know, like where trends are heading or where they're going or like what's coming back, what's resurfacing, and I kind of put my own natural spin on it. Like, that's what everybody does. No one creates anything. Everybody just puts their own spin on something that's already exists. And if someone says differently, they just don't know what they're talking about. You know, like, it's the same with music. It's the same with all art. All art is...
Like when someone like samples a song, but then they make it their own or something.
Exactly. Every beat has been done before. Like they always say, like on a guitar, every guitar riff has been strung.
Yeah.
Everybody just puts their own little twist on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and that goes for everybody that might want to do something similar. But, you know, when it's like blatant and like, whoa, that looks like something we just released last week.
Yeah.
That's a little different, but like honestly, at the end of the day, I don't really care. But yeah, I just kind of I try to stay current. So I try to make things that I know that you guys would like and that I would like, and I think that I have a pretty good taste in certain styles of certain clothing. So I figured that it would probably be a good idea for us to make it if I think so. And there'll be ideas that we'll shut down that we don't think might not work, at least right now.
Yeah.
And just kind of we all kind of talk about it collectively as a group, but it's been fun to really be able to do that all the time. And
was that kind of a dream of yours to be able to do something like this?
I mean, this is what I've always wanted to do, and I think that if that's the case for somebody else, you need to do whatever it takes to do that. And you just gotta every day wake up with the motivation to just create. And if nobody likes it, or you don't have the means to get it out there, that should never deter you from doing what you like to do.
Mm-hmm.
If I thought that way, I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just something I've always wanted to do, something I've always been up to speed on. I always study. I'm constantly, if I'm not doing actual day-to-day tasks for Caffeine and Kilos, I am looking up other things, reading articles, not necessarily books, but more just articles on, high society, hype beat, all kinds of different stuff. See where streetwear is going, and kind of we're bringing that streetwear vibe to the fitness community, which I think is,
a breath of fresh air.
It's a breath of fresh air. It's something that's really cool that has a lot of open doors. So I think it's really fun and really interesting to see where it's going to go in the future.
Yeah, we had a lot of people. Me and Danny this past week were at the Europa in Orlando. Had a really good time, and that's where we got I got personally a big push because I had a lot of people that recognized me from a video that I did with Barbell Brigade, with Bart and Gio and everybody, and I realized I was man, there's a way to be able to connect with people. I mean, the things that I do and the things that Dean does and Danny does for our company, it's just normally what we do, but we didn't realize that our perspective or the way that we think or the way that we do things has influence. Really, we just kind of do what we do. But now knowing that we have a bigger reach, one of the cool things to hear is not only have people recognize us from the YouTube and be excited about now us kind of building ours up, is also when they were there, they're like, man, your booth is just completely different than everybody here. And it wasn't that it was a bad thing. A lot of people really liked the way that we ran our booth because we have a simple classic design. We're very personable. We let people, try our products out, like our bars and our coffee, which we have, subscription plans for, wholesale plans for. It was really cool for them to see the product, but we weren't forcing sales on anybody. It was more it bringing them in, but then also too, our designs are that street look. It's something that people would buy outside the gym when they wanted to go out, but they've never really found a way to have that express in the gym and have a dual meaning.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of a cool thing that our brand's been able to do, is being able to say hey, what you think is cool outside the gym, we're making cool and functional inside the gym, so you can wear it either place.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty dope too.
No, that's basically the premise of it. It's something that you would like to wear, out in a family setting. You want to go to dinner with your parents or something, or you're going to dinner with your mother-in-law. Something that you can wear that you wore to the gym too. It's not going to offend anybody, or it's not going to be weird, or because like we said before on a previous episode, sometimes the CrossFit shirt's going to be, or fitness shirts can be a little weird, beast mode, just loud and aggressive, and just whoa man, calm down, or whoa lady, So
no, I get it.
So yeah, just kind of keeping it classy, keeping it cool.
With this being Freestyle Friday, give me since we've been last week, give me your top 3 things that have happened this week, whether it's in the industry of design and creativity, whether it's stuff that happened here at the warehouse, things that happened to you personally. I know you started lifting a little bit again. What are some things that you got, top 3 things kind of from the last week?
Top 3 things from last week. One would probably be getting these new shirts out finally that we've been holding here, not letting anybody see the new design. Oh, actually a little bit of sneak peeks, but we've had those new designs that we're ready to drop that I think people are really gonna like. It's another shirt that really shows who we are as a company as far as a whole. It's the classy lifestyle, the movement, USA brand company. It's really classic shirt that I think is going to be really big hit, and a must have in my book. I mean, those are my new favorite shirts by far that we've ever done. But besides that, finally lifting again, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I've been lifting, but being able to do snatch, clean, and jerk again has been nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, it's gonna be a little bit slower of a rise back to like where I was, but every day I'm getting better. Every day I'm putting another kilo on the bar, so that's going good. And the third thing I guess would be waking up healthy, feeling better every day. My weight's finally at a nice steady point where like I'm not worried about being too thin or like as far as like my weight classes go now. I'm finally feeling like I'm starting to fill into the 85 weight class, walking around at about 185-ish, 184 pounds. Thank you, Brandon Lilly, for the nutrition plan, by the way. But yeah, how about you?
Top three, the Europa was fun. Like, I had a good time. I always like meeting people and get to talking about our company, our brand. I think it's very important too that as an owner, if I have the ability to work a booth, I should work it, and there's no job that's bigger than me. So it was cool to like lug waters around to make coffee. I made the cold brew while we were there.
I saw that. I didn't know you guys brought the jug. I know we had two, but I forgot you guys brought one.
Setting up, breaking down, going off 4 hours of sleep, hosting a seminar the next day. It's funny too, because like on Instagram or stuff, people always see like, oh, well, look like you had a lot of fun in Disney World. I'm like, you don't understand that for 14 hours before that, 3 hours that we went to Disney World, we worked all day. But it's all perception.
Honestly, like on those trips, I'm the guy that doesn't want to go to Disney World. But you guys have more energy than me sometimes on that stuff. But like, they don't realize that some people do, obviously, but some people just don't realize that Instagram is like a highlight reel. You're not gonna show the rough times on there, but like also like working a booth all day long is one of the most exhausting things that I think a person can do, because you're nonstop moving around and talking for 15 hours straight. Like, let's see you do that right now. Like, you're gonna feel terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, especially when you do it for like 2-3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that was kind of dope. It's kind of a funny thing. I'm really proud of it though. I've been accountable to waking up early every morning and making it to my Inferno Hot Pilates class. So
okay. Let the people know about the Hot Pilates.
Yeah, now they know. So my brother told me, he's an exercise physiologist, and he's like, dude, your PT said you need to get your core stronger, you need to get your back stronger, all these different things, flexibilities. Like, you should try like a yoga class or a Pilates class. So I started doing it. I get there every morning at 4:50 or close to that, and do it from 5 to 6, and my core is getting stronger. It's a good early morning workout. It's a good way to start my day. I get here and eat breakfast, and I'm ready to jam. So shout out to Hot Pilates. That's a lot of fun. I'm like one of like 2 males out of like 30 ladies in there.
Hey, whatever.
And all of them kick my ass. I'm like shaking and plank holds and stuff. It's horrible.
Like sipping their morning coffee, just chilling.
And then number 3, I would say I got to see my buddy Chad. Chad got to swing by here today. I haven't got to see
cool.
Chad in a while.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, Chad's a Captain Kilo sponsored athlete. He's gonna have some stuff he's gonna be doing on our YouTube, and he's one of my best friends. It was just cool to see him. He does everything. Like, he's literally like an American guy.
No, yeah, he's a man's man.
Yeah, he's
they
like
call him a man's man.
The highest up he can be in the fire department on his off time. He's a flyer paramedic, so
he does
kind of crazy, but that was cool. So that was a good wrap up. Okay, 3 random questions. Fire off for the end. We got about a minute.
Oh yeah, okay.
So as fast as we can.
Okay. No, I did it last week. It's your turn.
You got 40 seconds.
No, we're good. We got like a minute. If you had to choose one ethnicity of food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Does American count as a food?
I guess it'd be like hamburgers, hot dogs, and stuff. I guess.
Hamburgers all day and steak.
Okay. If you had to do one extreme sport professionally, what would it be? Like skateboarding, snowboard, all that kind of shit. X Games stuff.
But I would automatically have all the talent for it?
Yeah, you'd be like pro. If you could be pro at one of those.
Wakeboarding or skating.
Okay.
Probably wakeboarding though, because it's dope to be on the water.
Alright, and if you could have one car, what would it be?
One car, what would it be?
Like one, like any kind of car. It can be a Dodge Neon.
For some reason I've been wanting a Porsche. I think that would be dope.
Cool.
I don't know why.
That's a good answer. Porsches are awesome.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
That's Freestyle Friday. We'll see you guys.
That's gonna be close.